All right, here we go. Hey, what up, AK here. Today we're going to be looking at an Epiphone EBM 5. This is a 5-string bass. I believe it's anywhere between 1991 to a 93. Just going to split it down the middle and say this is a 92. That's something you're interested in? Stick around. You are watching the Broke Single Guitar Show. All right. Like I said, this is a beautiful guitar. I did find one listed on Reverb, 1992, selling for about $625 plus shipping. So I would have to say I think there's probably a good market for this bass. Now this bass did come with a different headstock style. It had an inverted Thunderbird style and then a upright Thunderbird style. And of course this one has the 3 top, 2 bottom. And I kind of prefer that more so than the Thunderbird style. It wasn't until 1994 they started actually silk screening the serial numbers on, so this one used to have a sticker. There's a nice kerf joint there. And this is a Swept C maple bolt-on neck. When we turn it back over, you can take a look at it. It does have a recessed neck pocket. I'm not going to put new strings on this. Try something different. I'm not a bass player, but I've always heard the bass players oil their strings. So I figured, why not? So I got my cheapest pot, filled it up with a little bit of water. We'll be cooking some strings. Just add some strings, just like I'm making spaghetti. All right, well, let's get this thing cleaned up. And as you can see it, be careful getting those knobs off. It's always hard to take those off. Sometimes they're full of gunk and sweat. Who knows what? The neck does have that recessed neck pocket. Looks really cool. Like usual, I always take a damp washcloth and dry it off with an old cut-up t-shirt. Let's take a look at these pickups. Now this is a long single coil active pickup on the bridge side. And on the neck side, we have what they call the split coils, which I imagine have a very different sound than the long single coil, given that they're shorter and wider. Now, there isn't any brand name or anything on it. I'm assuming that they're just Chinese generics, but they did do black shielding inside the pickup cavities. And strings are doing fine here. Now just make sure that these nuts are snug. If you tighten them too much, you might crack the finish, and really don't want to do that. Be careful. Now the machine heads are just Chinese, generic, but they do have the quick install type where you push the tips in and spin them, and they seem to work really well, so I like them. And the nut is a 1.65 nut width and a 34-inch scale neck. And soup is on. All right. I just had to say it. It's always good to snug your nuts up. Now, this is a two-piece alder body, and it's kind of like a tobacco burst, I guess you would say. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this bridge now. Looks like we have the ground wire intact, and this one's really beat up. I don't know what happened to it. Get some Q-tips and just clean out the gunk that's there in the corners. And if you like these videos, please hit the like button, subscribe, smash that bell, leave a comment, good or bad. I'm always up for constructive criticism. I'll keep doing these videos as long as you guys keep watching them. I do appreciate it. Every now and then it's good. Maybe not every time, but it's every now and then it's good to put some cheap furniture polish on your neck. 24 frets and the offset dots on this neck. It is listed as a rosewood fingerboard. This thing really looks beautiful once it's conditioned. It's definitely a beauty. We have the battery compartment and also the electronics in here. Plenty of room for your battery in there. PCB board, I think is what they call that. I can see it looks like those are 100K pots. Having trouble with the input jack. It's a recessed input jack, which is a really cool design, but for whatever reason these cylinder type jacks usually are really tight, so it causes players to shove the jack in really hard, and also it's really hard to pull them out as well. So I see a lot of failure in these type of jacks, but I went ahead and picked one up on Amazon. And voila, the magic of filmmaking. We have a new jack in there, and I'll go ahead and put a little pencil lead inside the nut. Did actually do a little truss rod adjustment. This was tuned to a regular standard guitar tuning where the low B string was an E, and it pulled the neck. It bowed the neck really bad. So I did have to make a little adjustment on that. We do have a volume right here. This knob will be the pickup selectors. I didn't spray any contact cleaner in. They are a little glitchy, these knobs. And this would be the tone. And I do like the amber, they call them amber bell style knobs. Okay, and this is the boost. And it like it switches off the active. Here we go. Well, thank you for watching. If you like videos like this, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.